Now we're going to be stretching the piriformis. Piriformis is a deep muscle underneath the glute, and it is a rotator of the hip. There are two different ways to stretch it because it is an internal and an external rotator depending on where your hip is bent. It actually can change what its action is. So let's go over two stretches. You might not be tight in both, and that is completely okay. Just go with the one where you feel the stretch in the right place. So I'm going to start on my right. I'm just going to crisscross my right ankle over my left knee. Right here, do you feel a stretch? If yes, hang here. If you need a little bit more, push the knee away. Is that a good stretch for you? Do you need more? Put your hands on the back of your thigh and pull up. And you should feel a really good stretch in the back. Some people feel it even a little bit on the side, but mostly in the back of the hip here. So this is where you're going to be feeling the stretch, and you can determine how much you want to pull your thigh up. If this is strenuous for you, you can go back to the wall stretches where you have your foot kind of resting against the wall and doing the figure four stretch that way. This is just an alternative. And then we want to do the other bit of rotation. So that figure four position is just stretching one. The other way to stretch is to take your hands and bring the right knee to the left shoulder. So I want you to think you're bringing the knee in a diagonal. If you feel any pinching in the front of your hip, you are encouraging impingement. Remember, where your femur hits the pelvis. This is not appropriate for you. If you do not feel the stretch in the back of your butt, basically here, don't do the one that I'm doing now. If you do pull it across and you feel a really good stretch here, this is for you, okay? So just remember, every exercise is not for everybody, and I have to try to, give alternatives to make sure that we're hitting the the mass population with the best carryover. So just know your limitations. If you don't feel in the right place, don't do it. Do both sides. Try the other side. Bring it up if you need to. Maybe the other side you're not able to lift the thigh. Maybe one side's tighter than the other. It's very common. This side I don't feel near as much pinching in the front as I do on my right. So I'm also doing this to heal myself postpartum. So this is just something that is really for any kind of hip discomfort, low back pain. This is a great one to add into your routine. Okay, so that's the piriformis stretch that I want you to do to start lengthening those rotators.